Sometimes, something that we think is funny may not be funny for other people, especially when people are in a new environment and do not really know each other yet. Every person has different ways of communicating, different experiences, and different comfort boundaries. Because of that, humor that is considered normal by one group can be considered offensive or excessive by someone else. Situations like this often happen in everyday life, especially in friendship groups or social circles. Many people think that joking around is the easiest way to make the atmosphere more comfortable and create closeness. However, not everyone can immediately feel comfortable with certain types of jokes. In a group of friends, there was a new person who had just joined the group. The members of the group had already known each other for a long time, so they were used to joking by roasting each other, making sarcastic comments, and speaking very directly. For them, this was something normal. They even believed that if someone was often roasted, it meant that person was already accepted and considered close within the group. At first, the new person tried to adapt to the environment. He joined the conversations, laughed together with the others, and tried to fit in. However, over time, some of the jokes started to make him uncomfortable. Some comments that the group considered harmless jokes were interpreted by him as insult or serious mockery. For example, when he made a small mistake or said something wrong, some members of the group immediately laughed at him and made jokes about it. For the group, this behavior was normal and there was no intention to hurt anyone. However, for the new person, those jokes felt too much because he was not close enough to them yet and did not fully understand the communication style within the group. Eventually, he became quieter, less active in conversations, and slowly started to distance himself from the group. On the other hand, the members of the group thought that he was too sensitive, difficult to joke with, and unable to adapt properly. As a result, misunderstanding began to appear between both sides. From the perspective of intercultural communication, this situation can be categorized as a misunderstanding in communication. Jokes that were originally intended to create a fun and relaxed atmosphere were received with completely different meanings by another person. This happened because every individual has different social backgrounds and experiences in understanding humor. These situations also relates to the concept of stereotype. Both sides quickly judge each other without really trying to understand one another. The group assumed that the new person was too sensitive and not fun, while the new person assumed that the group was toxic and disrespectful toward other people's feelings. In addition, this issue is connected to the cultural sensitivity, which refers to awareness and understanding of different communication styles and personal boundaries. In social interactions, it is important to realize that every person has different levels of comfort, including in receiving jokes or sarcasm. Humor that feels normal for one person may feel hurtful for another person. Because of the lack of sensitivity, jokes that were supposed to build a closeness instead create distance and discomfort. In reality, neither side had bad intention. The main problem was the difference in understanding communication styles and humor. From this case, it can be understood that humor can help people become closer, but it can also create distance if people do not consider the feelings and perspectives of others. Therefore, it is important to be more sensitive, understand other people's boundaries, and avoid judging someone too quickly based only on their response to a joke. By understanding and reflecting different communication styles, social relationships can become more comfortable, positive, and healthy for everyone. Peace.